You've been on Claude Code for months, and now all of a sudden everyone is telling you to switch to Codex. But should you? Most comparison videos are about to crown a winner. But that is actually the wrong question. The real one breaks into four: Codex subscription, the migration, hassle, whether your skills transfer, and whether switching even fits what you do. I will walk you through each one with the actual data, and at the end with a 2-question test that decides for you. So quick context, this debate didn't come from nowhere. A few weeks ago, some of the loudest builder voices online started threatening to leave Claude Code. Their $200 a month plan was getting slow, and the replies turned into a civil war. The slowdown was real, but it wasn't the model itself. An independent analysis of almost 7,000 sessions traced the slowdown back to 3 product changes and traffic shift, a reasoning setting that defaulted lower, a caching bug, and a prompt change. All product layer issues, not the actual model behind it. And that distinction matters a lot. So the 4 questions. We have the first question, and that is, should you actually switch? Here's where the data actually gets weird. A survey of more than 500 developers showed 65% prefer Codex day to day. That sounds decisive, but here's the twist. In that same survey, when those same developers reviewed code with the tool names hidden, they picked Claude's output 67% of the time. And these were the same people with the same survey. They were just answering different questions. The difference? Codex is disciplined. It reads the whole codebase first, it respects your project instructions, and overall just fewer surprise rewrites. But when you blind test the actual code, Claude wins. So Claude is smarter, but Codex is more reliable. They both have just like different jobs. So the honest answer to should I switch? Probably not. The actual pros, they run both for different things. Claude for the messy thinking and Codex for the tight execution. Question number 2. How is the Codex subscription actually different? And on the surface, the tiers look exactly like Claude's: $20, $100, and $200. So that looks like a clean swap, but it isn't. The trap is what each tier actually gives you, because Codex $20 plan doesn't let your AI run on its own. Like at all, local messages only. So you cannot have autonomous cloud runs. So if you're paying Anthropic $200 a month for autonomous work and you're thinking, I will just grab Codex $20 plan and save a bit of money. Well, you are not actually switching down, you're switching to a completely different product. The real replacement for Claude's autonomous features is Codex $100 plan. That is the actual swap. So that is still 50% cheaper. So question number 3. Is moving over from Claude to Codex actually a hassle? And here's my honest answer. It really depends on how much you've built on top of Claude. Like me personally, I have a lot of stuff in Claude. But if you've just been chatting with Claude on a simple project, probably a couple of hours and you're done with the migration. But if you've set up custom skills that automate your workflows, you've got routines scheduled to run in the background, and you've got automated checks running before Claude does anything. Like, that is a lot of work to migrate. And the folder structure, like the way that is built up, is pretty much the same between Claude and Codex. But the naming is different. So moving over isn't just like copy the files and you're done. So migrating from Claude to Codex is really like reinventing how pieces should talk together. And one developer I know who actually did this said the realistic timeline is days just to inventory what you've built, then weeks of moving one skill at a time, and then more weeks of testing. And most teams actually run Claude next to Codex like 2 to 3 weeks before actually deciding which one stays. So question 4, do your Claude skills actually carry over to Codex? And the answer to that is mostly yes. Anthropic released the skill format publicly back in December. OpenAI adopted the same format for Codex within weeks. So the file you wrote for Claude, Codex can read most of it. Here's what changes when you actually move a skill from Claude to Codex. The actual folder it lives in changes. The way you trigger it changes, and some Claude-specific instructions at the top of the file have to be moved into a separate file Codex uses for the same purpose. So roughly 3 out of 4 lines just copies blindly, but that is actually where the pain is. A typical skill takes about 30 minutes per file. Link to that is in the description. So your skills are portable, but portable doesn't really mean drag and drop. It means follow a specific checklist for 30 minutes each. So quick thing before I give you the 2-question test. If this no hype kind of breakdown is what you want more of, make sure to like and subscribe, because a lot of more content like this is in the pipeline. But now let's go on with the video. I just gave you 4 real answers, but now the framework that decides for you, your specific use case. I have 2 questions for you. Question 1, how well defined is the task? Can you write the spec cold? Or do you need to think out loud to figure out what you actually want? And those questions are going to make sense. Just give me a minute. Question 2. Do you need to stare while it runs, or can you walk away? So we now have 2 axes and 4 quadrants, and each quadrant has 1 right tool. If it is well defined and walk away, choose for Codex. Ambiguous and in the loop, Claude Code. And that is actually the whole test. And you can just switch between Claude and Codex. For one task, use Claude. For the other, use Codex. And here is something unique. My dad has written software for 30 years, and he uses Codex for the hard stuff and Claude Code for the easy stuff. The thing is, every comparison video on YouTube would tell you that is backwards. So I asked him why, and he said the hard stuff is stuff I can spec out cold. The easy stuff is where I just need to think out loud. And honestly, 30 years of experience means his hard is well-defined hard. And that is exactly Codex's sweet spot. So should you make a hard switch? Probably not. Run both, Claude for the messy thinking and Codex for the tight execution. And if you notice your prompting and specs getting tighter over time, that is a real signal. You just graduated from vibe coding to actually engineering. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and then we'll see each other in my next video.